Hello, we are now live. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. I want to thank all of us for making it to this webinar. Before we get started, I want to know if you can hear me. I need to get a confirmation in the chat box. You also need to tell me if you can see my screen. If you can hear me, please tell me in the chat box. Yes, I'm getting a lot of responses. Can you see my screen? If you can see my screen, let me know. Okay. All right. You're welcome to this special event. How to build an online business. How to sell your products. How to sell physical products online. I'm going to go back to the slide. It's like we're having some technical issues here. Let me go back to the slide. Okay, good. Since you can see my screen, we are going to get started at once. How to build an online business selling physical products. I'm sure that is the reason why you're here. You saw the advert, you responded, you registered for this training, and you're here. This training is anchored by my humble self, Mr. Joe Okoro, and Adeboyega Ademoli. We are going to teach you interesting business concepts this evening. So before we get started, I want you to pay attention to the training, switch off your mobile phone or put it on silent. Tell people around you that you are attending to a training so that they will allow you to focus on what we have in store for you this evening. Close your door if possible, and make sure that you have a pen and a pad to write on. I hope we are getting that. Now, Boyega and Joe Okoro are the ones presenting this. For the sake of those who do not know us, I'm sure that a lot of us in attendance already know who we are. But in case we do not have a clear understanding of who these presenters are, I'm going to be very brief with our profile. First, my humble self. If you were invited by Joe Okoro, I want you to know that I am a 7-figure blogger, an internet marketer, a coach. I'm also a network marketer. I've mentored over 5,000 students to success. Many of them are doing 6 to 7 figures online today. That is just the brief information I can give you about my humble self. And Boyega Ademoluyi, I call him Boyega. Adeboyega Ademoluyi is his full name. He's a 7-figure network marketer and coach as well. He has been directly responsible for raising about 10 millionaires in his team. So this event is going to be anchored by the two of us. Okay. Now, there are two parts to this presentation. The first part will be handled by Boyega. He's talking about the opportunity training. He's going to handle it. And as soon as he's done, I will take up the second part of the training. I hope we're getting that. Now I'm going to invite Boyega so that he can take over and tell us what he has in store for us. So Boyega, are you there? Can you hear me? Boyega, if you can hear me, it's over to you. You need to take the cue and get started.
All right, sir.
Okay.
Good evening, sir.
You're welcome to the event. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I trust everybody's doing great.
Yeah.
Okay, just my slide here. That sorry, please just give me a few seconds. Just get this thing done.
Just go to the slide up there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the slide. Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah. Click on it. Yeah. Let's be a little patient.
Okay, just be. I'll be done with this soon. Let me just get this slide on.
Sometimes technology
looks like this thing is not.
Okay, you can refresh your page if it's not picking. You can refresh that page and then click on turn on your screen share on. Okay.
Okay, I think I've done that now. Okay, can you all see my screen here?
Great, we can see.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead, we can see. Go ahead.
Okay, hello. Good evening, everyone. Trust you're all doing great. My name once again is Ademilui Adegboyega. Can you all see the screen? Hello, sir. Can you see my screen here?
I can see your screen. Go ahead. We are seeing your screen.
All right, sir. All right, sir. Okay, so oops, okay, let me end that. Okay, sorry about that. So we're going to get started right now. Yeah, good evening, everyone. We are all welcome to these events, and I hope that you'll be able to learn a lot of things from here. I believe a lot of you are excited about the things that you're going to be learning this evening. So without wasting much of our time, I'd just like to quickly proceed with the presentation so that we can move through the business as quick as possible. So quickly, I quickly like to ask some of you this question. I want you all to look at the screen. I want you all to look at this image and just tell me what you can see from here. So what can you see from this image? What does this image tell you? I'll be going through the chat sections. What does this image represent to you? So whatever that you can see, please just kindly put it on the chat so that I can see your response. I'm waiting. Anyone? Anyone? Okay, look. Okay, so let me just proceed. I can't really see the chats from my own side here, so I don't know what it is that you put down. Whatever that is that you put down, I'm going to tell you that what this image simply represents is to let you know how much we pass by opportunities every day. A lot of opportunities being thrown at us every day, and it's simply the representation of what we feel that the opportunity gives to us that determines whether it's something that we should really go for, or it's something that we shouldn't really go for. Now, this image simply represents the head of a cow. Now, for those of you that might not see the cow, just like to just pay more attention to the image and draw the image of the cow, and you will see that this is the perfect representation of the head of a cow. So that tells you that the way you say things really determine how far you might be able to connect with it to really get the result that you need. So what are your dreams? I don't know, a lot of you that are coming onto this webinar have a lot of things that you aspire, that you want to do. And if you look back when we're still young, when we're growing up, you had a lot of things that anytime your parents ask you what do you want to become, you can easily write down a full notebook as regards the things that you want to achieve, the things that you want to do, everything that you want to accomplish, because you are thinking so far and wide. But as we grow up, a lot of these things just dies as we grow up. That's why right now, if you ask anybody that what do you really want to achieve, they can't really give you a concrete answer, because a lot of time people don't really have that sense of direction as regards what they want. But right now, I want you to think about the things that you want to achieve, the things that you are open to get. Do you want to buy a car? Do you want to move to a nice apartment? Or do you want to build your own house? Do you want to travel? Do you want to advance in your education? Now, all these thoughts, I just want to just have them and just keep it there, start thinking about them. Then at the end of the presentation, I just want to just see if it is feasible for you to be able to accomplish either 1, 2, or 3 of these dreams that you've been telling yourself that you want to do. So what do we do in Pulse? Now, a lot of you are on, and some of you are on my Facebook, or some of you have been hearing about me through Mr. Joe in his emails, and how I've been able to join the organization called Pulse to be able to achieve a lot of things. So what do we do in Pulse? Now, the thing we do in Pulse is very simple. And that's the reason why you are hearing from me today, because I've been able to accomplish so much as a result of me being a representative of the team called Pulse. So what we do in Pulse is this: we teach you how to build a profitable business online, leveraging on a company that has the quality product that is proven to sell, using our proven Pulse Millionaire System. Now, the reason why I put in the Pulse Millionaire System is simply as a result of the people that have been able to create good and massive success from this business, including myself. So that's why I always call it the Pulse Millionaire System. And another thing that you need to see here is this. You can see that here we wrote here that we teach you. So this is not something that you expect us to help. And this is not something that you expect us to do it for you, because there is a reason behind us having to teach you these things, so that you can become very much knowledgeable, so that you can be able to learn a skill that you can use in any other areas that you are looking to work with. So now, but before I go straight down into the business proper, I'd like to talk about the major flaw when it comes to starting a successful business. Now, a lot of people have this issue, and that's the reason why they are stuck, and that's the reason why they can't really make headway as regards what they really want to do. That's why if you go to a place like Nairaland, go down to the business section, you will see a lot of people talking about them having some capital with them, but they don't really know where to put it into. You can see someone putting a post that he has 500,000, he has 100,000, he has 50,000, but he doesn't know which business it is that it goes to. And that's why a lot of people jump into various opportunities. They don't really know what really works. They don't know where they can be able to channel in their resources that helps them to get the results that they want to get. So, but right now, one of the ways through which you can be able to do this is simply asking yourself that what can I sell that is proven to make money? So when you start to ask yourself these questions, at least it still helps you to better think very well. And a lot of people also get stuck in this for years, because they don't even know what exactly that is working, or what exactly that would help them to make more money in what they are doing. And the easiest way that I always tell people, for me personally, I don't know about you, but for me personally, the easiest way through which you can be able to build a proven and solid business is when you deal tangible, where it deals with things that you can see, products. So any business that has a product attached to it is something that I really want to look into to see if I can be able to work with it. So the more you start to think about this line, the more you are better positioning yourself in identifying the areas that you can be building your business on. So one of the ways through which you can be able to identify the product to work with is simply you thinking from the perspective of being a solution provider. So the best way to create a problem solution is to simply be a solution provider. So what do? You solve problems. You start thinking, what are the problems that I want to solve that people will in turn want to pay me for? So the more you start to think in this line, the more it's easier for you to be able to find that opportunity or to find that business that you can easily work with. So the more you start to think about this, the better you'll be able to position yourself right in the direction that will give you the results that you want. So that's the $1 million secret. That's the secret as regards the ways through which you can start to think right to get the result that you want. So how do you become a solution and provider? It's very, very simple. The easiest way you can be a solution provider is when you leverage on the company that we are pals that we train, that we make use of. So what we do is more or less like a training platform. You get, it's a training platform where we tell you what exactly you need to do to help you to build a profitable business. And what more easy for you as a person than to follow the recommendations of what we tell you to do. So once you leverage on the company that we teach you as regards how to build up these systems and how to learn about the various strategies as regards building a very a good and lasting sustainable business, it's your chances of success goes through the roof. You'll be able to get a much more better result. Now, what you're about to learn, it doesn't stop you from whatever thing that you're doing, because a lot of you, I don't know what it is that you're doing. You have various things that you're doing. Some of you might be working, some of you might be students, some of you might have businesses of your own that you're running. But what you're about to learn does not stop you from your plan A business. So this is something that gives you a plan B solution that has the capacity of changing everything around you. Now, as you can see in this picture, this is me in the year 2011, and this was how I was until 2013, 2014, and you can see that the difference is very, very clear. So that's the kind of transformation that you can get by simply being a part of what I will be talking about this evening. So what we offer you is a plan B solution, is a life-changing opportunity that has the capacity of changing a whole lot of things, which I'll be talking about, and using my story as a means to explain some of these opportunities that you can be able to achieve by being a part of it. So this business is simply a business that has a low starting capital that gives high return. So you are dealing in products, you're dealing in physical products that you are getting with a low starting capital, and the potential of return is very, very high. So you're starting with I think about between 68 and 135, depending on the capacity of what you can use to start. And as you build the business, as you learn the system, which Mr. Joe will be talking about once I'm done with his presentation, you'll be able to see how you can be able to make good return using the product to build a proper business. I believe everybody is here. Can you all hear me?
Hello, Boyega.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, we can't see your picture. Your picture.
Can't see my picture.
Yeah, we're only seeing the opportunity is now here with the cow there.
I hope it's not the network. I've moved through the slide. Can you hear me, sir?
I can hear you. I can hear you clearly. But I can see that picture. Okay, it's like some others are seeing it. Okay, go ahead.
Can you see the picture now, sir?
Yes, they can see the picture. Go ahead. Okay,
yeah. So, like I said, it's a business that has low starting capital that gives you high return. So you are starting a business based around products, based around problems that you want to solve in specific areas, which I'll be sharing with you, and Mr. Joe will also be talking more about. Now, this opportunity is also it also gives you the advantage of being your own boss. There are a lot of people that are looking for businesses that they can create and start on their own to give them that freedom that they've been looking for. So it gives you the opportunity of being your own boss. I can tell you that I personally am my own boss. I dictate the time I wake up and the time I sleep, the time I want to travel, the time I need to get somewhere. I dictate it. Nobody controls my time. And that's because of how I've been able to build my business. Another thing that this opportunity gives you is it gives you the opportunity of traveling out, going on vacation. As I'm talking to you right now, by this time, Saturday, I'll be on another flight going to Barcelona. I'm going for a 1 week vacation, and it's all expense paid. Okay, and this simply comes as a result of doing the business. It's not as if you're doing something extra. Just by you working the plan, working the business, all these things comes alongside you just doing the business, and it's all around using the product in building up the business and the structure and the system that is being shown to you to work it out. Another opportunity, another thing that this Plan B business does for you is it gives you the opportunity of being able to afford to get your own cars. So if you're the type of person that you want to get your own car, perhaps you don't yet have a car and you're thinking of having a business that can help you save up or build up the capacity that can help you to get your car, fine. That might be your major why of wanting to join the business. I can tell you that the first car I got it from the proceeds of the business. The second car I got is simply from the proceeds of the business, and everything is all going on good for me. Another thing that this opportunity gives you is it gives you the opportunity to be financially free. Now, this is something that a lot of people who are working can't boast of. I always like to talk about my own brother. My brother works in the bank. He works with he works with okay, don't let me mention the name of the bank, but he works in the bank. He's a full staff in the bank, so he earns about 250,000 naira per month. But at the end of the day, when the bank remove whatever tax or whatever or whatever loan or whatever cost that is being removed, at the end of the day, his take-home pay is just about 100,000 or 110,000. And he's married. He's married. He has a child, and he needs to be going to work every day. He needs to wake up by 6, by 5:30. He must have left the house, and he's back in the house by maybe 8, 9, 10 in the night. So he doesn't have that financial freedom when it comes to finances because he's already restricted. And the kind of activity that it does just for him to get that 110,000 at the end of the month, it doesn't really worth it. So, but for me, as a result of me building this business, I've been able to build up a structure that enables me to enjoy this financial freedom. And it's something that you all can also do to work to build it up to that stage. So another thing that this business helps you to do is helps you to help others to become successful. Now, this is one of the major reason why I actually joined this business. Prior to before I joined this business, I was while I was a student, I was selling door to door. I was going from door to door to sell because I found myself through school, aside from my parents helping in as little way as they could. So, but for me to be able to sort myself on campus, I was selling on campus. I was going from door to door in both male and female hostel, selling the various services I could offer just to get by. And that was what I was doing all through my university days till I graduated. So, and while I was also doing that too, in my department, I would also be helping other people in planning out to build their own business on campus. So one of the successful businesses that I know that I helped one of my friends to set up on campus was selling ewa beans. So we're selling beans on campus, and we're selling a whole lot of beans on campus. A lot of people, even outside the university, were coming to come and buy beans and pomo, and we sold very, very well. At the end of the day, she later gave the business to someone else to continue to run it, and it's still being run even up to now. So that had always been something that I always wanted to do, helping, giving advice, helping people in things that they need to do. And when I came in contact with this platform, it just gave me the opportunity to be able to do that and to be able to even earn more while even doing that. So that's one of the things that you start to get. For those of you that are looking for a platform that you can use to help other people to raise more successful people. So another thing that this business gives you, it gives you the opportunity of having an unlimited income potential in terms of the return that you get from building up the business. Talk about the product side, which Mr. Joe will be talking about, the marketing side. Talk about the retail sales, talk about the commissions that comes in, talk about the various benefits of doing the business, the travels, the cars, the kind of places that you're able to meet. It gives you an unlimited income potential. Another thing, the last three that is opportunity gives you is opportunity of earning from the company, the profit share, taking advantage of the commission of the profits of the company that has been earned globally. This year, about $26 million was being distributed worldwide, and a lot of people collected various checks. Next year, we are going there again for another trip, and all those things just comes as a result of doing the business. You also start to earn residual income. Now, residual income is such that you've built your business up to a particular stage, such that even without you putting a lot in the business, it's still producing enormous results for you. So that's what residual income is. Now, you can't just come in today and say that you want to start experiencing residual income after 1 month or after 3 months or 6 months. No, it doesn't work that way. You really need to understand what residual income is. You need to have put in a lot of work, a lot of energy, a lot of activity into the business before you can start to tell yourself that you are getting residual income from the company. So, and the last thing that this opportunity does is it is willable. So you can will this business to your children or to your brothers or sisters or to your family members. You can will it. There are some people right now in the world today that they are running this business as inherited distributors of the company. So wherever you stop from, you will it out, and your children continues it from there. So if you build your business up to the tune of earning about maybe $250,000 a year or $500,000 a year or $100,000 a year, whoever that you will it to continue from that stage and earn those benefits. So that's why you find out that there are even some people in high political places or maybe high network area that they are doing this business as a result of them having to build a legacy that they give to their children. So those are the things that this opportunity gives to you. So who is the company behind this product that we'll be talking about, these problems that we're going to be using in solving various in the solutions that we're going to be offering to people? The company is about 37 years. Okay, right now it's about 39 years and 90 years and 17 years in Nigeria. And we have a unique marketing plan, which will still be explained to you later on. And the total amount in global sales that we'll make is about $4.5 billion. So that's a very, very, very big amount of money that is being distributed. So the name of the company is Forever Living Products, and Forever Living Products is all about better health, more wealth, and a secured future. Now, I don't know how many of you that must have heard about Forever Living Products. If you've heard about it, fine. If this is your first time of just hearing about it, fine. But this is a company that I've been able to partner with, and a lot of us have been able to partner with to be able to produce very, very good results. We've been able to do a lot of things just as a result of being a distributor of the Forever Living product. So you might ask, why Forever? Why is it Forever? That's for those of you that already know about the company, and perhaps you've done it and it doesn't really work out well, and you feel that this is not something that I want to get myself involved with. Well, why Forever? Is this not another MLM trash? Now, one of the things I always like to tell people is this. Now, irrespective of whether you decide to join our team today or not, I always want to leave you with these 3 key criteria, so that when you leave these events tonight, whenever an opportunity is being thrown at you, you can be able to evaluate it. You can be able to know whether it's the right fit for you. Because there are a lot of opportunities out there that would waste your time, that would end up being a time waster, and you won't really be able to do anything off it. So the first thing that you need to look at is, does it have a proven management? How long has that opportunity been in operation, or the company? Are they profitable? Are they profitable? Are they more than 5 years old? I always look at the length of period that they've been, and I always look at the international presence that they have. If they have international presence, it makes it better such that you can be able to build a global business. And that's the case of what the Forever Living product is. Because currently right now, the company is in over 170 countries right now. And look at the age. The age of the company is 39 years old, meaning that it has already passed through various economic conditions and they are still standing strong today. And for them to have been in existence for 39 years means that they've been profitable over time. And based on the records that the company have, they've actually been profitable. So you need to ask yourself these questions before you decide to say that, okay, I want to join this business or I want to join this opportunity right here. Now, the second thing that you ask yourself is, does it have a proven product? What are the products that is involved? Like I said, for me, I prefer to deal with product that I can see, product that I can touch, tangible product. That's why we are dealing more with physical product. So you ask yourself, does it have proven product, and the kind of product that is easy for you to be able to build a business on are consumable products. And this product needs to have been certified. If you are dealing with consumable product, things that people take in, it needs to be certified, it needs to be endorsed. So what sort of approval do they have? Is the approval only within the country? Do they have international approval? Now, these are the things that helps you in creating the marketing system around the products that you're promoting. And the last thing that you need to ask yourself is, does it have a proven and lucrative compensation plan? How much is being paid on the retail value of the product? Is this a company whereby you need to be stocking up products? Now, with Forever, you don't need to stock product because your starting capital is not so much. Your starting capital is just for you in getting the product that you're using in line with the area that you're recommended to go through and learning how we operate. So once you're able to do that, it's easy for you to walk through the compensation plan of the company. And the bonus check is being paid on the retail value of the product, not even at the price at which you are buying. So what this means is that if you're buying a product at 6 naira and the retail value of the product is at 9 naira, your bonus is paid on the retail value of 9 naira and not 6 naira. So that's why a lot of people earn big within the company, because of the bonus check that is being paid on the retail value. So these are the three things that you need to look at and ask yourself before you get involved. So as regards the product, these are the various products. Forever Living is the #1 aloe vera. We are the biggest producer of aloe vera gel, and using the aloe vera plant, we've been able to create various products that the company has used in helping out a lot of people in various health and wellness areas. And you can see the various seals that we have. We have the kosher seals, we have the halal seals, we also have the NAFDAC approval. So even if you go to NAFDAC website, there are real websites, and you type in Forever Living products, you will see the list of all our products there with their respective NAFDAC number that has been there. So there are other products that we have. Now, remember, I talked about being a solution provider. Now, when you say that you're a solution provider, it means that you are building your business around problems that people have in the health and wellness industry. So what are these problems that people have? Some of these problems, it could be high blood pressure, it could be high cholesterol, it could be male potency, it could be joint pain, it could be anti-wrinkle, it could be bad eyesight, it could be weight loss, it could be menopause. So what you are simply doing is you are picking an area that you want to build your business on. So if you're saying that you want to build your business around high blood pressure, so you're in the business of helping people to control level, and then you learn about a product that has been involved in it, and you learn how you can be able to position your product in the right audience, leveraging on how we build our business, the Pulse way. And that's the Pulse Millionaire System. So what you can simply do is you can just go through this and look at the areas where you are interested in building your business on, and you can build your business in any of these lines. And I can tell you that any of this will do, or what you just need to build a successful business is just one market. You don't need to be involved in all of this. I have a team member That's where he was able to build his business on, was in helping people in their bad eyesight, and was able to build a big 7-figure business around that. He just did. There are some people that are building their business as on the fertility market, helping women to get pregnant. There are some people that they are building their business, or what they are just building their business on is on joint pains. So you don't need to say that because you are saying all of these various market areas that I'm showing to you right here, involved in everything. No. You just start from one. From the first one that you learn the processes around it, you learn it, you do it, and you build upon it, and that's how you get the results that helps you. So you can simply build your business in any of these lines. Marketing route of any product to be a distributor with goes on this line. When the product comes from the factory, it goes straight to the major distributor. And for you to become a major distributor with a factory, it means that you are coming in big. You are coming in with about 5 million, 10 million, 20 million to be able to get it at that ridiculous low price. Take, for example, Dangote Cement, Indomie, Coca-Cola, the major distributors. They are required to come in big, not small, so that they get it in large quantity at a very, very low price for them to now become the major distributor of that company. So once the product comes from the factory, it comes down to the distributor, and from the distributor now go out there to go and get the wholesaler. Now, these wholesalers are people that they can't afford to buy directly from the factory. So because they can't buy directly from the factory, they now have to go and meet the distributor, the major distributor, to buy from them in also a large quantity, but at least a slightly higher price from the factory, so that they can still be able to do business. So once the product comes down to the wholesaler here, from the wholesaler, then the retailer who doesn't even have that money to even buy in high quantity goes to the wholesaler to buy from them, also at a higher price, before the product now gets to the consumer, who pays the highest amount of money. So when you're talking about Pepsi, when you're talking about all these big brands out there that and as we all consume, the person that pays the most is the consumer. But what the Forever Living marketing plan does is this: all these channel of distributors, these channels of distribution, the distributor, the wholesaler, the retailer, is being cut out, such that you are the direct link between the factory and the consumer. And that also increases your capacity in the earnings that you get to take from in the company. So it's very, very simple, and it's very, very profitable. So it's a simple and it's a profitable business. Now, the other side of the business that you need to know about is simply the team building bonus section, such that by you building a good business, you started a business, you've identified a market area, a potential market area that you want to work with. You've started working on it, started getting good results, and as a result of the good results that you're getting, you now want to help other people. Remember what I said about the plant-based business, the opportunity of you to help other people. So you now start to get other people and teach them how you're getting your own results. Now, the good thing is this: the more people you teach to help achieve that, the more the company will reward you, to say thank you for taking this person up and showing him the exact model to build a successful business. So this is the marketing route that everybody goes through. The starting point is the assistant supervisor, which is the 2Case credits. Now, 2Case credits is simply the global currency of Forever. So instead of us dealing in dollars, naira, pounds, Ghana cedis, and others, we deal in case credits. So the product that you get is valued in case credits. So the total products you are able to do business with at the end of the month is being counted together, and is being looked through this marketing system if you have built a business that helps you to move up the marketing plan. So you move through the assistant supervisor to assistant manager and the manager. And as you move up, your commissions that is being paid to you for helping other people come on board and also helping them to grow up in the business, it also increases. So that's why it's very, very easy for a manager in Pulse to have a stable 600K, 700K, a million naira per month business as a result of just building a good retail business and also helping people to in also building theirs, in getting results. And the reason why it's easy is this: we are leveraging on the internet, and the internet is a very, very powerful platform for anybody to get started and to get good results. I've done it. I've been able to get results. I've been able to teach other people to get results. So it doesn't stop you from coming in to also come and get your own results using the system that is in place. So you have the key to unlock a new business that has the capacity of changing everything. That's all I just have to explain to you about the business, and I hope that you've been able to have at least an understanding as regards how the business works. Now, back to the first question: what are your dreams? What are the things that you feel yourself that you want to achieve? Do you want to further your own education? Do you want to buy your own brand new car? Do you want to move to a nice apartment? Do you want to help your parents live in a much more better condition? Do you feel this opportunity that is being shown to you has that capacity of helping you to achieve 1, 2, 3, or 4 of those things that you are thinking about? So if you know that this is a platform that you want to be a part of, to learn for us to help you, to build you up, to teach you the exact systems and strategies that we do, then you simply need to be a part of us. So how do you be a part of us? Mr. Joe will talk about that as regards to startup capital and the things that is being needed for you to get started as a beginner. Now, one of the powerful things that we have as a team called PALS is simply in the trainings that we do. We do a lot of trainings, be it online, be it offline. We have an office, we have a presence, a physical presence in Lagos. We have a physical presence at Ado-Ekiti, and we are working on other areas. And we also have the online presence where you are able to plug into an event like this, where you are getting more constant trainings, new strategies about how to improve your business, the kind of the new development that's come up that everybody needs to work with. So all of this training tends to equip you up in getting the results that you need in building a good and lucrative business. About 3 months back, I think it was about July or so, I was able, just by doing the business, I was able to get this SUV all the way from US down to Nigeria, and it's all as a result of just doing the business. So if I can be able to do such, anybody can be able to do it. If I can be able to move from the picture you saw the picture of how I was, and you saw my picture right now. If I can be able to make that transition to look better and to be able to afford the things I couldn't be able to do, then you all too can be able to do that. You can be able to achieve great things as a result of being a part of the company. So, I think that's just all I just have for you tonight, and I hope that you've been able to learn a lot from the short presentation I've been able to give. So thank you very much for coming on board, and think we'll just proceed to the second section. Mr. Joe?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yes, I can hear you, sir.
Oh, good. Thank you for that presentation. That's a beautiful one, a nice presentation indeed. In fact, you did justice to that presentation. We are going to move on. Yeah, we are going to move on to the second part of the presentation, which is about how to market this opportunity that Mr. Gboyega just shared with us. Okay. Now, I hope you can see my screen. I want to know if everyone is following. Gboyega, can you see my screen?
Not yet, sir. No.
Okay. I think I can. It's connected. Let me get a confirmation in the chat box. If you can see my screen, please let me know.
All right.
Okay, Joseph said he can see my screen. Who else can see my screen? So I want to believe everyone is seeing my screen. Okay. Now, how do we at PALS make this opportunity FLP, or Forever Living Products opportunity, successful for our team members? That is a big question. In fact, many people who have tried to do this business have gone into it, tried their hands on 1 or 2 items, and then come out without any success whatsoever. But we at PALS, we have a different system in place. First, we create a marketing plan for retailing the products and for team building. These are the things we do for our team members. And as soon as you come into our team, the first thing we do is we sit you down, we talk to you, and then we help you to set what we call goals, or you can call it business goals, about this very opportunity. For example, you may set an income goal of, say, 100K. You want to make 100K or 200K every month. That is an income goal. You don't just say, I want to make money with this opportunity. You have to be specific. When you are specific, you make effort to realize the exact amount or close to the goal that you have set. And then we also have what we call lead acquisition goal per month. You also do that. For example, you can say, okay, I'm just starting this business. I want to generate at least 1,000 leads every month for the purpose of retailing these products. And of course, when you retail these products, it is from the sales coming from the lead that you generated that will give you your income goal at the end of the day. We also have recruitment goals. Every week, we want to make special effort to tell 2.5 people or 3 people about this opportunity. And that means at the end of the month, you would have spoken to about 10 people about it. So you want to back of your mind that at the end of every month, you want to be able to bring in at least 2 new people who you are going to teach what you are doing to make money online. Of course, if you come into the business and using our system, you're able to start making some income, and you start enjoying the proceeds of the business. You should be able to teach someone who you want to help the same process. An interesting thing is this: when you are helping people with this very opportunity, you are helping them. You are also being compensated for helping that person, and the person is happy. It's a win-win situation. So when you come to PALS, one of the things we help you to do before you get started first is we sit you down and you create what we call goals for the business. So these are the first things you need to do, because this is a mindset that governs what happens immediately after you're joining the business, immediately after your sponsorship. How we are getting the point. Now, after you have set your goal, the next thing you need to do is you will need an action plan. What is an action plan? An action plan is a set of things you need to do in order to achieve the goals that you have set. What is your goal? If you set an income of 100K per month, what are the actions you are taking to achieve that goal? If you set an income goal to build 1,000 leads or 1,000 subscribers in a month, what are the actions you are taking to achieve it? If you set a goal of recruiting 2 people at the end of every month, what are the things you are doing to get to realize that goal? These are action plans. How we are getting the point. Now, one of the action plans you need to take is on advertising. You need to set some things in motion before your business can pick up. And one of those things you need to do is advertise online. For example, you may set aside to invest either $100 or $200 to acquire the said 1,000 leads, which is your original goal. If you put down $200, with the way we teach you advertising, $200 can easily bring in 1,000 leads or more to you or to your business every month. Now take note, if you don't know what you are doing, you can burn this whole $200 without even getting up to 5 to 10 leads. But with our system, because we are in the market, we are in the trenches, we know what works and what doesn't work. We teach you exactly what to do to be able to manage, to get that small amount of money to yield the maximum revenue for your business. Now, after you've gotten your leads, you've put down some money like $100, $200 in a month, and you've gotten about 1,000 subscribers. What do? You want to convert some of these people to retail customers. Retail customers are people who show interest in the products that you are selling online. For example, one of your action plan is to convert a good number of people who subscribe, or a good number of the leads you generate online, to customers, to sales. Our system converts between 2 to 3% of leads built. And that means if you're able to generate 1,000 leads or 1,000 subscribers, you should be able to make 20 to 30 sales. And 20 to 30 sales on average, an assistant supervisor, which is the first level when you come on board into Forever Living with PALS, you should be able to make 20 to 30 sales. 20 to 30 sales, the profit margin for an assistant supervisor on some product packages is between 7,500 to 10,000, in that range. So we're assuming that if you have 8,000 naira in retail profit for every product sold, and you are able to sell 20 units of it, you are getting 160K. If it is 30 sales, you are getting about 240K, because 30 times 8,000 will give you around 240,000. And that means you have exceeded your original goal that you set before you start putting it into action. So these are the things you sit down and map out on the drawing board before your business is started. And then you also have the opportunity to promote the opportunity to people that are interested to also make an income like you. And of course, if you set a target to sponsor 2 people, you need to get up to 10 to 15 people that are exposed to the opportunity, and you just convert a tiny portion of them to active distributors. Now, those are the things you need to do. Now, I'm going to teach us some of our marketing strategy for our members. When they come in, what do we do? How do we handle them? How do we take them and get them to realize the type of success that we enjoy in Forever Living today at PALS? What is our marketing strategy? Number one, we teach our team members how to sell products to targeted audience. Take note, targeted audience. We don't just approach anybody off the street and start hawking product. We don't stockpile product. We don't carry product around. In fact, we don't talk to people around us about the opportunity we are in or what we are doing, except, of course, something brings it up. So before you open your mouth to tell someone about the product that you have to sell, there must be something that triggers it. And that thing that triggers it should make it a targeted prospect for you. So we teach our members how to reach to targeted audience. Now you may be asking, what are targeted audiences? Well, targeted audiences are a group of people that have particular problems. And we, as Gboyega earlier stated in his presentation, are solution providers. We provide solutions to people who have problems that need solutions. Okay? For example, some of the targeted audiences we reach out to is in the health market. Of course, the Forever Living product opportunity, majority of the product that they own today is on health area. Now, let's look at some of the profitable niches. I use that word niches alone. It's actually a targeted audience that currently is doing well in the market today. Now, let me ask you, how many people do you know today that have diabetes? Even if you don't know anyone who has diabetes, I'm sure that you know that a lot of people have diabetes in the country today. What about high blood pressure? How many people around you do you know have high blood pressure? Give me a chat in the chat box. Do you know of anyone who have high blood pressure around you? What about high blood cholesterol? What about prostate health? This one is a little private. Some aged men from 50 and above have prostate issue, erectile issues. What about hemorrhoids, bile? How many people do you know that suffers from these problems? How many people do you know are obese, are overweight, are fat? How many people do you know want to have their own children? They want to carry their own children in their hands. How many couples do you know who have been married for 3, 4, 5 years and they don't have any issue? That is fertility for women niche. What about men? How many people do you know who have problem impregnating women? How many people how many women do you know who have fibroid? How many men do you know who are suffering from premature ejaculation, from erectile dysfunction as common in older men? How many people do you know that have stretch marks? How many people do you know that have pimples, acne, blemishes on the face? All of these, including makeup kit, beauty and fashion products, are products that Forever Living Product has today. And all of these markets are targeted markets that are very, very lucrative. Can you hear me? I hope you are following. Can you hear me? Let me get a yes in the chat box. Can you hear me, please? Give me a chat in the chat box. Tell me, Joe, I can hear you. I need to get a response from you, please. So, good. So this is our marketing strategy. This is the first thing we teach our members to do. We teach them how to laser focus on particular niches. So when you come in, you now tell us, we'll just tell you the markets that are profitable. You will choose the market that you feel you can satisfy or you can serve. And then we teach you how to create marketing campaigns to target that very market. You go for it, you start making retail profit, and then you excel from there. I hope we get the point. Now, that's the first one. Now, on our marketing strategy, we also teach our team members the concept of pre-selling. What is pre-selling? Pre-selling is another word for marketing. A lot of people confuse marketing with selling. Selling and marketing are two different things. When you sell, you are offering a product to someone, whether the person needs it or not. Then when you market, you are building a relationship with someone in order to find out the person's problems or needs so that you can provide solutions to that person. You see, they are different. So marketing has more of relationship with it. I hope we are getting the point. And that means we build friendly relationships with people in various markets. We offer advice. We educate people. We tell them more about their problem. We give them a better understanding of the problem that they are suffering. And when someone has a better understanding of the problem that he's suffering, you are teaching him and you are telling him the symptoms that he's going through. The person tends to feel, you are a doctor, you know much about this, and the person tends to trust you more. These are the things we teach our team members how to do. And then we teach our team members how to give tips to people, how to provide helpful information that will help people immediately, even if they don't buy products themselves. And then at the end of the day, we now recommend our product as the end solution to their problem. So this is part of our marketing strategy that we use online to sell. And this is what we teach our members to do as part of our marketing strategy. Now, number 3, we use technology to help us to accomplish our marketing. You already know that using the internet alone is technology on its own. But there are other things about technology that you need to know about. We use blogs, simple blogs. So we teach our students or our team members, our partners this time around, how to build responsive newsletter blogs. That is one of the things we teach. We teach them how to use email newsletters. Use email newsletter to create content that sell using email letters, well-crafted email letters that are proven to convert. Then we teach them how to use email autoresponders. An email autoresponder is an email automation software that we use to automate the whole process of selling, so that you can go to sleep and make sales while you are asleep or before you wake up in the morning. And then we teach our team member how to use various ad networks. We teach them how to look at the exact targeted audience that they are interested in, that they have chosen to focus on and make a great living from. It can be any market. And in fact, we have a lot of ad networks available. And then we teach conversion secrets, how to turn someone who you don't know, who you have never seen in person, into someone who will pay you for the product that you are offering and you make a profit on. So these are the 3 ways that our marketing strategy helps our team members to build this interesting and lucrative opportunity. Now, to accomplish all of these objectives, what do we use? We use video training. We use webinars, just as we are doing now. What you are listening to now is a webinar, it's an online seminar. These are some of the tools we use to accomplish our training with our team members. We use live seminars, live training in our various offices around the country. We have locations for training at our Aromire office. We have locations for training at Ado-Ekiti. We have locations for training at Enugu. We have in Port Harcourt. We have different places around the country. And then we have individual training centers from top people in PALS that we have, like the one at Allen Avenue in Ikeja, where Boyega is handling. It's actually paid by top members in our team in PALS. So if you want to gain concentrated attention, you can find time to visit any of these locations if it is around your area. And then we also conduct live workshops. Live workshops are training that teaches you practical steps of what to do, technical steps of what to do to set up some things that will help you to accomplish your goal of retailing products. And then we have a social media presence. We have blogs. We have, some of us are on Instagram selling. Some of us are on Facebook. Some of us are on YouTube using video to propagate the message and get responses from targeted and interested audience. So all of these are the things we use. And then we use WhatsApp forum. Whether has a forum for training. We also have a forum for training. Every one of us in this team have a forum that we mastermind and share success stories. We share tips and tricks that works in every market that we find ourselves. And when we share this secret, we model it to help us to make a progress in our own area of specialization. And above all, we use email communications to reach our targeted audience in order to reach our objective at the end of the day. So all of these are the things we do under marketing. These are the things we teach every new prospect. As you can see, these things that I'm just telling you are detailed. They are more detailed than what I'm telling you, but you get to see the how intensive this training are when you come in, such that after a month or two, you've started making a sale. A lot of our members have not made a sale in their whole life. Some have been online for 5 years, 6 years. They have not made a dime. But when they come to us, we teach them this system. They make a sale the first time. They are so happy. They go home happy. I have made a sale today. They feel on top of the world. Why? Because they have broken through, so to speak, even though they have not really hit the real success. So the fact that you have been able to sell an item online without meeting someone shows that you can make it and will help you to reach that goal. How we're getting that? Now, that is our strategy. Now, we also have another strategy to move members who are in our system through the corporate ladder of this lucrative opportunity. If you really want to become very strong, you only need 5 people in your team. 5 strong team members. These are the things you need. And that is why I love Forever Living. It is not a program that you recruit and recruit and recruit and recruit and recruit. No. The emphasis is focused on retailing products, selling products. Even if you're not interested in bringing anybody into the business, you can just make a lot of money from retails alone, 6 figures. But if you want to take your business to the next level, which is what I always advise, because it will always pay you at the end of the day. If you want to take your business to 7 figures, 700,000, 500,000, 800,000, 1 million, 1.5, 2 million, and above, you need to build a team. And I think everyone wants to make a great income. So team building is one of the things we also teach you how to do. So if you want to build a solid 7-figure per month in business with this opportunity, you don't need so many people. In fact, with 2 people alone who are strong, you can be making 1 million naira if you train these people very well. Now, each of the members that you're training, who receives this training, should in turn teach the other how to do this thing. We model it and not copy it. In our team, we do not give you we don't give you emails to go and use. We show you how to write emails. If we have 100 people in our team, each of the 100 people learns how to write emails, such that when Mr. A writes his email, it is different from that of Mr. B, and it is different from Mr. C and D, and so on and so forth. So that if the same people are subscribed to all these 100 people, he'll be getting different messages on the same opportunity. And that, of course, increases the chances of conversion. Now, the system we create employs the following formula. The first step is focused on recruitment. And for us to recruit, you need to do what we call attraction marketing via blogging, or you use social media positioning. All of this is all about positioning. When you position yourself as the go-to person, you have influence over people. So for us to recruit, we teach you how to use attraction marketing to recruit. We also teach you how to use social media positioning. In fact, these two goes hand in hand. And then once you are able to get prospects that are interested to show that they want to do this business, the next thing we do is we funnel them into a system. That system will convert a fraction of that recruit to distributors over a short period of time. And that system will also teach these people how to retail products and make a profit by themselves. Are we getting the point? Then, after that, we now teach you duplication. And to duplicate, we teach you how to do live training, webinars, so that you become a leader yourself. And then, of course, you monitor the progress of every new member who comes into your funnel and help that person. In fact, I think I have a member in my team that I have been following up on, and the guy is doing well. I teach him everything. At the end of the day, once he becomes a leader, or once he masters the whole system, I will no longer be teaching him. It will now be on him to teach others that are behind him, or the others that he's bringing into the system as he's making money. Now, let me know in the chat box if you are seeing this system that we are using to help our prospects in powers to move their business forward. Give me a chat in the chat box. Can you follow? Are you following the training? Give me a chat box. Give me a yes in the chat box. I'm sorry about that. Okay. Okay. Now, that is everything you need to know about our marketing system. Okay. Now, let's look briefly at the prospecting system that Goega has. I'm not going to reveal everything. I'm going to show you a glance, a little glance of his prospecting system, what he uses to build. In fact, this is just a tiny fraction of what he uses to add prospects. One of his sites that he uses to add prospect is called Pearl's Diamond. If you want to see Pearl's Diamond, it's a simple blog where he positions himself. He writes interesting articles. In fact, let's go ahead and visit that site so that you see what I'm talking about. Let's go ahead and visit that site. Pearl's Diamond. I'm going to share my slide and show you Guiga. That's him there. Can you see this slide? Now this is one of his recruiting system. Look at his caption here. It says how to start your own health supplement business and transform it into a 6-figure monthly business within the next 60 days. Can you see his beautiful picture over there? Now, this is his prospecting system to get people to join the system. Now, if you want to join Facebook, he prospects to use this. And myself, I also use something similar. I have a blog, something close to this, but I also added a little twist to my own. Let me show you mine. This is what I use. Look at what I use here. This is a prospecting system. I said, pay attention and read this. Let me teach you how to create a profitable business using the internet to sell physical products the way I've helped some of my students to bank 300 to 1 million monthly. Then I go ahead to show you some of my students who have done this. And then at the end of the day, you join with your name and email and mobile number. And then I follow up on you, just like we're a group. So when we teach you how to do this thing, it's a similar system that you use to multiply the results you are getting from your own efforts in this business. I hope you're getting the point. Now, I've just shown you my own prospecting tool. This is a tiny fraction of how we use to duplicate our business. By the time you are in the system, your eyes will be open to 100% of the inner working or behind the scene working of how this recruiting system works. In fact, our system has positioned us as one of the fastest growing teams in FLP Nigeria today. Because you are using Pearl, Pearl is one of the fastest growing teams in FLP Nigeria today. Majority of Pearl's team members, their name appear at the top 50 FBOs, that forever business owners in Nigeria. With our system, we have created over 12 millionaires. This 12 millionaire I'm talking about is from my team down. Now, above my team, we have more millionaires ahead of me before my team, from my upline and above. I hope we're getting that point. So that shows that our system works. With our team, you are sure to get great results. If you are willing to be trained, if you are willing to be focused, if you are willing to be to not allow distractions to get in the way, if you are willing to put in the work required to get results. The truth of the matter is, it is not very easy. You really need to have the mindset of being teachable. Yes, you need to have an open heart to receive what has worked for us so that you can model it and put it to work in your own life and in your own business. Now, that is all there is to it. There is no secret about the system. However, our system, so to speak, may be a secret to people who do not have access to it, because if you are not, if you don't have access to this system, a lot of people who don't have access to this system struggle. They struggle endlessly to move ahead. But once you come into this system, you see that your progress is sure. That is a fact, and that has a lot of testimonies to prove. Okay? Okay? Now, let me know in the chat box, would you want to belong to this great team? The team that is among the fastest growing team in FLP Nigeria today. In fact, it's not among, it is the fastest growing team in FLP Nigeria today. I can boldly say that. If you would like to be a member of this great team, give me a yes, I want to belong in the chat box. Let me get it in the chat box. Tell me, yes, I want to belong. I'm getting a yes from Joseph. Is it only Joseph that is in the house? Give me a yes, I want to belong. I'm giving you time to answer that question. Of course, this opportunity is a life-changing opportunity. Many people who have done that, who have belonged, are reaping the benefit in plenty folds. I'm getting a lot of yeses now. They are getting responses. In fact, it is a dream come true to a lot of people. Uche said yes, I want to belong. Joshua said yes. Sonny said yes. Inspired. Someone said yes. Olusegun said yes. Oni Samuel said yes. Joseph said yes, and so on and so forth. Now, if you want to belong, what is the next step? Olusegun said yes, I want to belong. Okay. If you already belong to the system, what are you doing about it? If you're not yet in the system and you want to belong, what is the next step? That is the question. I'm going to answer that question. What is the next step? What now? What next? This is where you need to get started. You need to register with 68,000. 68,000 Naira is responsible for buying a product worth 1 case credit. Remember, when Boyega was giving his presentation, he was telling you the currency that the products are measured in. Forever Living products are measured in case credits. 68,000 Naira worth of product is 1 case credit. Okay? You need to start with 68,000 Naira worth of product. And you need to buy products in your targeted niche. Okay? 1cc. Or if you want to have an advantage and start earning retail discounts immediately, you go for 2 case credit, which is what a lot of us who started this business started with. If you have 135,000, that will get you 2 case credit. With 135,000, you are ushered into the system as an assistant supervisor. You have a designation immediately upon joining. But with 68,000, you don't have a designation. That means you can do 68,000 now. Next month, you do another 68,000. Then you become an assistant supervisor. You now have a designation. Okay? And once you have a designation, you start reaping the benefits, income benefit that Forever Living have. Forever Living product is a household name. I know a lot of us know about Forever Living. You may have heard it from different places, but when it comes to marketing it, a lot of people have become discouraged. The truth is, the reason why people fail is because they do not know how to move it. Many people who come into this business tell their colleagues at work, tell their friends, tell their family members, their parents, their spouses, their children. That is not how to do this business. If you want to go do this business, you reach out to people who are interested to do this business. You don't reach out to your one market. You only do that if there is a need for it. Okay? So what you need is 68,000 Naira worth of product. If you're starting, if you don't have much money to start with, you can get started with that. Or you start with 2 case credit and enter revenue earning mode immediately. That is the best choice, actually, if you have the resources. And as you know, no business, no profitable business that you start that you do not need a capital to start. Every business that you are starting needs a capital. And for this, the capital you need is what I have just told you. What you are seeing on the screen is what you need to get started. And if you look at this amount, it's actually a token, because what you're going to get at the end of the day is far more than this. The money you are investing, that 68,000 naira that you're investing, by the time you sell out this product, you'll be going home with around 100,000. That means you'll be making around 24 to 30,000 or even 40,000 naira by the time you sell it out. And if you buy a product worth 135,000, you can make up to 100,000 naira in retail profits. So at the time you are selling out, you may be going home with 240,000 with extra 100,000 on top. So it's not as if you are buying the product and the money is going. You are buying it and we're teaching you how to sell it within a month and you get your money back. I hope we're getting the point. And that is what we are very good at doing. Okay? Now, these are the extra things you are going to need. You are going to need a domain name and hosting. You need to budget 10,000 naira for that. A domain name and hosting is actually what houses your website, your online presence. You are going to need it to be able to direct people to your sales pages, to be able to direct people to your landing pages, to be able to direct people to your advertising pages, your articles, and the rest. That is why you need a domain name. And this domain name and hosting is actually is actually a yearly budget. So every year you spend 10,000 naira on that. Then you also need what we call an autoresponder software, a software for email management. You need to learn how to automate emails so that emails go out to people and convince them to buy our products. So when you hear that people make money while they are asleep, it is because of automated income. They use this software to do that, and we teach you how to use it. And then for your advert, you need about $100 to get started. $100 is about 35,000 from the current exchange rate at 350 naira thereabout. So you need that. But the main thing that you need for the first 1 month is the starting amount to buy products, the domain name, and the autoresponder. You may get the autoresponder later after you have set up your system, but then every of these things should be within a month, except for the advertising budget. If you want to start advertising, you can start from the second month. I usually advise you get the first one, the 68,000 or 135. You get a domain name and hosting and an autoresponder account. Then from the second month, you start advertising. Or if you're a fast learner, you can start advertising. Immediately you start, you have installed all your system in place and you have learned a lot. Okay? Those are the things you need to get started. Now, the total investment amount you need is actually for 1K credit starters. If you add all these amounts you see here, it's 116,500. And for 2CC starters, you need 183,500. And this includes the marketing system and the product itself. I hope I get the point. Okay. Then you may start with the first few ones that I have just mentioned. So if you want to get started, if you were invited by Gboyega after the end of this training, you can approach him, send him an email, tell him you want to get started. He will decide on a profitable market that you can get started on, and then you get started. Okay. And if I'm the one who invited you to this training, you can send me an email and tell me, and then I have a training for you. In fact, I actually have a training that I give to my members for 3 months that train them to become as proficient as Gboyega is. I hope we are getting that point. Okay. Now, that is all about this. It might interest you to know that Gboyega is very successful because he is a very focused individual. He doesn't allow distraction of any sort to take over him. Anything I teach, he implements it immediately. He doesn't waste time. And I want you to be a leader just the way he is. Okay? Now, that is all about the marketing angle of this incredible opportunity. I am a direct beneficiary of this opportunity. Just like Boyoga, I'm a 7-figure earner as well. And I want you to be a 7-figure earner too. This is a very good opportunity. And it doesn't stop there. You can use it to change your world, change the life of your family. Put in what you need. Forget the work, the job you are doing. The jobs out there, they don't pay you a sufficient amount to take care of your needs, your daily needs. It's just enough for a lot of people to get by. But if you want time freedom and money freedom, this opportunity we are presenting to you, along with our team, our mastermind group, is one of the best opportunity for you to take a chance on. So you can approach me or you approach Boyega, and then we get started. I hope we understand everything. Now it's time for questions. So if you have a question, we have just 15 minutes and we call it a day. Boyega, are you there?
Yes, I'm here, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
So, thank you. So it's time for us to entertain questions. So if there are questions that are coming in, and you have answers to it, you are free to answer, and I can also answer some. Okay?
All right, sir.
So let's watch the chat box. So if you have questions, let's see your questions in the chat box, please. I understand that it may take a while for you to type your question, so we are waiting for your question. Now, I got a lot of I want to belong from a lot of us in attendance today. If you want to belong, what are your questions? Can we get your questions? Joshua, you said yes, you want to belong. What is your question? I am actually pointing out individuals. Sonny, you said yes. Do you have a question? Okay, Joseph has a question for us. He said, how do you create a store in Facebook to sell products? Boyega, can you take that question, please?
All right. So how do you create a store in Facebook to sell your products? Now, it's not just about creating a store. It's about first identifying what you need to do. Anybody can just create a store, but who sees it? You get, so you need to change your direction of thinking, that instead of how do you create a store in Facebook to sell your products, you should be asking that how can I identify the potential market area for what I want to build. Anybody can create a store, so you can easily do that by creating a normal Facebook page. But how do you get a Facebook page to get active? That's where the training comes in. So you need to start to think more about the problem that you're solving, and every other thing will fall in place. I think that's it as regards that.
Thank you, Boyega, for answering that question. Joseph, I believe your question was answered. Okay? Okay, good. Uche said Boyega invited him so I can get his contact. Good. Uche, at the end of this training, invite him and start planning your business. Sonny has a question. He said, how many CC do I maintain consistently after registration? Okay, let me take the answer to that question. Sonny, are you there? Now, when you start, you need, depending on the level at which you start. If you start with 1 CC option, you are not yet a full member in Forever Living. Till you buy the first 2 case credits, you become a full member. As a full member, you will be assigned the position of an assistant supervisor. And thereafter, FLP expects that every month you do 4 case credits. 4 case credits. And 4 case credits is about, I think 4 case credit is about 200,000 Naira worth of business every month.
Yeah, about 200,000.
Using our system. Good. Yes. Boyega, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Credit is about 200. So you need to do about 200 case credits every month. And this is not difficult to do using the system that we have in place. Okay, Sonny, I hope I answered your question. So Uche has a question. So Uche said, is it better to do retail or building team? Boyega, can you take that question, please?
Yeah, in terms of where to start from, the thing is this: you start from the retail, and from the retail you make the transition to the team building as you build up your business. So what we focus on is first of all train you the system as regards how to build your retail business. So you start doing your retail, you start understanding the system, you start working it out, you start getting your sales and delivering the product to your customers. And once you've been able to see that, okay, you've been able to stabilize it. So if you've been able to build a 100K or 200K business every month, then you can now upgrade to now building a team, because the building a team now helps you in scaling up your earnings with the company. So it's always better for you to start from the retail, then you switch to the team building.
Thank you, Boyega, for that beautiful answer. So you see that when I was presenting the marketing aspects, I talked about retails. The retail is the foundation of this business. For this business to move, you must learn how to retail product, because that is the foundation of this business. Once you learn how to retail, then you can build a team. In fact, your team building is established on the foundation of retailing, because what you are going to teach them in your team building is how to retail products. So I think the two goes hand in hand. You need to understand retailing first. As soon as you have gotten a good understanding of retailing, why not scale up? Build a team. Because if you get to a point that you continue retailing products, your business, you'll be stagnated at the product you move every month. But if you build a team, you have leverage. You have leverage of the efforts of others in your power, and that will help you to grow beyond 7 figures. Okay, Uche. Now, Joshua has a question. He said, please, I don't have that amount to start now as a student. Is there any hope for me? Okay, Joshua, this is actually a real business. And if you want to start as a real business, you need some capital to get started. That is a fact. You can't start this business on empty hand. It is not a business you start without nothing. You will need money for advertising. You will need money for buying web hosting. You will need money for buying autoresponder accounts. And you also need money to order product when you get interested people who want products on cash on delivery basis. In fact, these are some of the things we teach you how to do when you are in the members only area. So Joshua, as an answer to your question, you need some money to get started. I don't know if Boyega has anything to say about Joshua.
Yes, let me quickly say something as regards this case. Now, it's good that you're a student. Yeah, I actually like working with young people that are students. In fact, I have a team of members who are in faraway Kwara State, and they are students. And these people are not using the capital as a barrier for them not doing the business. In fact, they are doing superb business all the way from Ilorin, and they are even working the business with so much energy. And I can tell you that at least there are about 5 of them right now that have already gone over about 500K a month in both sales and team building. And that is just within few months of doing the business, because they are passionate about the business, they are ready to work the business, and they are doing it. So don't tell yourself that because you are a student you are limited by maybe and I are limited because you are seeing it as a big business. It is not really a big business, because if you look at the capital is not so much. And for you being a student, because you are a student, you might decide to just start from the basic one. You can decide to start from the 1K credit to at least to get your feet on the ground, since you are a student and you still have your academics to face, and you build up from there. Yeah. So, but for students, there are other advantages that will give to students, and at least to help them through the process of understanding the business and getting the business to get it to be successful. So don't let that one be an excuse for you, Joseph, or Joshua rather. Yeah.
Thank you, Boyega. Joshua, I hope you had Boyega's comment, his response to your question. So as a student, being a student should not be a limiting factor to your success. In fact, when I started internet marketing back in the day, I was a student, I had no money, but along the line, I was able to come out well. Boyega himself, when he started this opportunity, he had very little funds. So what matters is your passion. Where there is a will, there is always a way. That is a fact. So thank you for sending in your question. Now let's take the next question. Mr. Joseph is asking a question. He said, can your account with Forever go dormant if you do not maintain your monthly CC volume? The answer to that question is yes, it can. I think after 3 months or so, I think.
Now it depends on the level at which you are. Now, according to the policy of company, if you come into the business and you don't activate your account within 6 months, your account goes dormant. Most especially with even the new policy, if you don't use your account within 12 months, it even gets deleted from the system according with the new policies. So you need to be you need to be active in the business, and by being active, as long as you are doing good business every month, you will definitely be active. If by the time you get started and you are doing maybe 100K or 200K or 300K and above every month, would you want to stop it? You wouldn't. You would definitely want to keep it going. So there is no how your account can actually get dormant, except if it's you yourself that you don't want to push the business as it should be done. And in terms of reactivating accounts with Forever, now there is a policy in charge of that. Now, if perhaps you are watching this video and you are already a distributor in another person's team, you can't just create a new account and just join. There is a procedure that you need to follow, and the procedure is that if you have not yet activated your account with the 2CC and you've at least been in the business for a minimum of 6 months and you've not yet activated with the 2K credit worth of products, you can be responsored into our team. And if you are already activated, if you've already moved up the level of the assistant supervisor, you need to have been inactive for at least 2 years. So by being inactive for at least a minimum of 2 years, you can now get the sponsorship form for you to now move into the other team that you want to start your business with. So those are the policies and the guides as regards maybe if it's that you are in another if that you want to move your account from where it is to the new one. So as long as it follows in line, then you are good to go.
Thank you, Boyega, for that answer. I think the 2-year policy has been updated effective September 1st.
Yeah,
it's now 12 months.
It has been updated. Yeah,
thank you very much. It has been updated effective September 1st, which is this month. It is now 12 calendar months. If you are inactive, so that is it. Thank you, Boyega, for that fine answer. Mr. Olusegun has a question for us. He said, if I start with 1 case credit, can I scale up later? Sure, you can scale up. If you buy 1 case credit, you can scale up. But you need to get the other 1 case credit the next month. If you're buying it this month, that means next month you need to buy another 1 case credit to become an assistant supervisor. Okay, and then you start earning discount from every purchase you make from the warehouse. You also ask a question. You also ask, how many CC do I need monthly to stay on? I think we addressed that earlier on. You need 4 case credits. So now Uche has another question. I think whether you're going to answer that question. He says, so the 200 worth of goods, do I buy and keep them, or I direct my customers to FLP to store to buy? The Boyega will do justice to that question.
For the person that said 200K, now the 200K, remember that out of the 200K, because you are saying for 2cc starter, which is 183,000. Now, out of that 183,000, you are using 135,000 to buy products. Now, the products will be with you. You are going to get your registration link. You are going to get your ID, which we use to buy the products. Now, these products will be with you. Now, as you learn the system, you start to build up. Now, once you've built up and you've now gotten to the stage of advertising and you start to advertise, once you get an order, you'll be linked with the logistic company that will make use of. Now, we have people that they are in Jos, they are in Abuja, and they are sending their packages and they are delivering it right from where they are to their customers. You get, so that way is easy for you to just move your product out to those people. Okay, he said, I know the 200K is the monthly CC that I do every month. Okay, now the 200K that you're doing thereafter, is just by the time you move up to the assistant supervisor level, you start getting products at a much lower cost. So because you're getting it at a much lower cost, it also increases your profit. So if you're going to be spending 200K in products every month, that means that you are going to be making about maybe 450 and above as your return, as your profit in the business. So it's just something that you just keep doing. So the more products you're able to buy, the more, based on the orders that is coming in, the more the profits that you'll be making in the business every month.
Thank you, Boyega, for that beautiful answer. And in addition to that, Uche, it's not that you are going to FLP office to buy a bulk product of 200K. No, our system teaches you how to advertise these products online so that you sell them in bits. For example, we have products on fertility. We have products on high blood pressure. Product on fertility may go for, say, 30,000. How many units are you selling? Each unit may be around 0.4 case credits. You see that by the time you sell 10 units, that will give you 4 case credits. 4 case credits is 0.4 CC times 10 will give you 4 case credits. And assuming you are making 10,000 from each unit or each pack you sell, that means for that you've made over 100,000. I hope you are getting the point. It's not that you are taking 200K out of your pocket, go to FLP office and buy and stockpile. We don't stockpile. In fact, we get customers before we sell the products. Are you getting the point? And sometimes there may be need for you to order products before you supply to the customer, but the customer must have requested for it before you supply it. I hope you get that point, Uche. Okay. All right. Now, let's move on. Uche still has more question. He said, okay, Uche, you have gotten the point now.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think no one has any more questions. Am I right? If you don't have any more questions, I think it's time to take action. Don't let this stop you. Remember, every day that you do not take action, that day is gone. That day is a day you would have made a change in somebody's life. That day is a day you would have made an incredible income into your life. By not taking action, you have lost that income for that day. So it's time for you to take action. Stop sitting on the fence. Take action, execute. We are going to help you every step of the way to make sure that you come out successful. So you reach out to either me or Boyega, whoever invites you to this training, reach out to that person via email or phone number, and then decide on the plan you want to get started. And then we'll usher you to our various training that will show you how to come out successful. We are all in the same team. I hope all is clear. So if you don't have any more questions, I don't know. I want to ask Gboyega to give us a closing comment before we call it a day for today.
Oh, well, I think that's just it. Everything has been said. The most important thing is the decision that you take to come on board. Like I said earlier when I did my presentation, if you see that this is the right platform for you to be able to grow, for you to be able to develop yourself, for you to be able to work with a proven plan and a proven system that works, and just get on board. And it's not just about you just coming on board and just starting. It's about you implementing and taking actions and following through everything that that is being shown to you, because that is what that has always helped me. Everything I learn, I always implement as fast as possible, because because I understand that money needs speed. So if you want to make money, you need to be fast. You need to take action fast. So if you feel that this opportunity is something that you need to be a part of, just contact either myself or contact Mr. Joe, and let's see, and let's walk you through the process of how you can be able to build a fantastic business with Forever Living, using the plan that we have that will help you to start producing those results. So thank you very much once again for coming. Thank you very much for attending. I know it means too much because we took your time, and I hope that the presentation was very, very worthwhile for you. So thank you very much, and I look forward to hearing more from you and also seeing you successful in the business. Do have a lovely night rest.
Thank you, Gboyega. From my side, I want to say thank you for coming. Thank you for your time. Thank you for making the effort to pay attention to this point and sticking to this very point. We appreciate you. We also want you to be the next success story. Next time we come here, maybe in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months, we want you to be one of the presenters. We will also be testifying to the value that this business is bringing to people's life, and to the incredible change of life this business is doing to all of us in it. Thank you for coming to this program, and I wish to see you in this business after the end of this training. Okay?